What up, guys? We're back. So we're doing the cabinets now. We got to measure from side to side and kind of go off a print. So we want to have the dishwasher right there, stove right there, sink right there somewhere, maybe right underneath the window is what I was thinking, but I don't know if we'll have room for that. So we're going to look at that here in a second. We're going to kind of have to measure out where we want everything to go here. Then we're going to go to the shop and start cutting things out, and then we'll go from there. I'm thinking we're going to do like a white, right on top of the countertop, we're going to do like a white and gold, like honeycomb tile instead of like a laminate countertop, just to make it look really nice and cool. But first we got to get the base made, so we're going to start with that here. Let's get the measurements going and we'll go from there. Okay, guys. So first of all, we got to get a standard distance from yay to yay. That's basically the depth of our cabinets that we want to do here for the kitchen. Dishwasher is going right there, but we're still going to have to do like a little out and over type deal because, you know, you need a cube basically that your dishwasher can go into. So we're going to do that, and then we are going to go from there. All right, guys. So right now we're just kind of laying these all out, getting a measurement of everything before we go back to the shop. I cut out these little pieces here, and those are just going to be inside supports, and we're going to put more supports in here to hold up the wood when you open up the cabinet. But that opening is supposed to be 24 inches. That over there is supposed to be 34 1/4 is standard opening for a stove. So once that's all done, this is about what it's gonna be. So dishwasher, stove, cabinets, sink. It sucks because we're not gonna be able to have a big sink and won't be able to be right up underneath there. But the stove's gonna go right there, sink possibly in there, don't know yet. And then the countertop, obviously, dishwasher right there. So I mean, it's gonna look pretty good. I think it's gonna look pretty good. I mean, we gotta have that little down area right there, maybe some drawers right there. I don't know yet. We're gonna figure this out, but that's what we have going for now. Now we're gonna go to the shop and get the rest of this kind of figured out. It's 10 feet across there, so we know that. So we're gonna run with that and then take this and start building and designing. All right, guys. So we are in my dad's wood shop. We recently just got these started. So this is the cabinets. We started cutting them out. I'm gonna pretty much fast forward through everything because I don't think there's really much need for me to show kind of this stuff, just because the fact it's more technical. A lot of you guys are gonna probably end up buying the cabinets rather than building them. I'd rather just build them because I can get exactly what I want right now. I don't have to wait for them to come in. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll kind of just flash forward through the process and everything. I'm not really gonna show too much. I'm just gonna fast forward through it, and then when I get to like certain standard points, I'll just come back on and show you guys kind of what I did and all that good stuff, and then we'll go from there. So from this point, stay tuned. We'll be back in a few seconds. All right, so we're out of the shop. The cabinets now look like this right here. We got the faceplate done. This is the main really important part. You want to have sanded really nicely because this is the part that's going to be painted. If you were doing cabinets in a oak or something like that, you would want to glue this all together. But since we're not, you got wood filler and we sand and do all the good stuff, and then we're going to paint them when we're done. The base is all made. We can play our plywood in there and everything and start getting the walls and everything made. The cabinets made, which I'll show you guys those. I'm not going to show all the details, but I'll show you some of it. And we're going to get the drawers made and all that good stuff. Then we'll move on from there. We'll get that little nook made out for the dishwasher there. Once this is all said and done, we will be good to move on and then start on the countertop. All right, guys, so we got the top of the countertop pretty much made here. We're getting all this cut out here. Instead of doing the honeycomb, I decided to do this stuff because I thought it would look a little bit better. But for the trim edge, I use this round stuff. Don't mind the plastic right there, because it's going to give it a more even look. And then obviously all these will get leveled out before we put that all on. But I mean, if you look really close, it's real pretty marble is what we're using here. And then we gotta fill in this area with tile too. Gonna give it a real nice look to match the gray floors that we put in there. So we're going with that, and then I'll get you updated more as we get done with it. All right, guys, so I just got the drawers all done here. They're being glued together right now, drying all up and everything. And we'll get the faces done for these things and all that good stuff. And these will be able to go in. That's the bottom, that's the middle, that's the top for like silverware and stuff like that. And then once these are done drying, we'll put those in. Then I will show you guys the updated cabinet. So be right back. So I just put the drawers in that we made here, and we're gonna have to get little things on the front of those so we can pull them out and stuff. So we got all that done. We got this painted and everything. We got the drawer front put on. We're gonna leave the inside of it unpainted now, but we got all this good stuff. So there's that. So it's kind of to that almost to a stopping point. Wait for our paint to dry here on the front of the cabinets. We're doing the gold with the black, and then the gold, basically all the gold accents. And then the walls, I don't know what color we're gonna do that yet, but we gotta figure out the top part of the cabinet. All right, guys, so this is what we're gonna use for the top of the cabinets. I don't stuff here, but it's like glass all the way around it. I think that'll look really cool. So we're gonna have to get this whole top trim off in here, which I'm currently working on. We'll see how we're about to do that in a second. But this is going to be the area that goes up top, and it just happens to match perfectly. I actually found this in the house when I originally purchased the property in the house. So we're going to try to reuse this, which I think will be pretty cool. But to start off, we got to get this whole top part off of here, which we'll pan to it in a second. And then once that's off, we can build the trim for the top of it, and we'll go from there. Okay, so all we got to do is get this top section off right here, all the way across this. I couldn't find a hammer anywhere in the shop. So we got this trusty dusty baseball bat, and that's how we're gonna get the top off of that guy. All right, we can't get much simpler than this. Let's start by taking that guy off right there. Oh, there we go. I don't want to break this. Right here. Voila, that is how you get the top off that. That worked too good. It's off of that dude now. Might leave those and put the trim around those and use that as like border edge there. I think we're pretty well good for that. I don't think there's much more that has to come off of that here. I might take these little areas off right there. All right, so now we gotta add the trim. We baseball batted that off. That is crispy. I think we're gonna do the trim just like we did the bottom, so we gotta cut that out. We'll go to that real quick, and then once we get that cut out, we'll add that on. All right, these are gonna be the outside areas for this right here, and then we gotta get the front piece put on and this put on here. So we got the top section made to match the rest of it. We're still gonna have to paint this. Now we gotta do the bottom section to kind of match the top. We're gonna do a little thinner trim, because that's where it's gonna be above the cabinet. I think this is gonna look really cool with the glass and everything. It's gonna give it a new modern, like fancy vibe, which I really like. So let's get the bottom of that done, and then we'll move on from there. All right, guys, so cabinets are in. Everything's good now. I put my little art sculptures up here because I had no place to put them in my other house. So anyways, got the cabinets all done. They look really cool. Got the sides all done. They're painted. We made this out of something old that we found in here. It's pretty cool. Cabinets are in, dishwasher's in, everything's good here, guys. Now we're gonna start moving on to the trim, a little bit of the backsplash work. We already got some of it in. I'll show you guys some of that because I know you guys want to see that. And then we're gonna do some crown molding up top there, and we're gonna go from there. The kitchen is almost done though. Cabinets here. We built these completely from scratch, which is really cool. This is the inside because I didn't know if you guys maybe want to see that. So we got our drawer for like your forks and spoons and all that stuff. Another drawer for I don't even know what. And another drawer for I don't even know what. But you know, there's 3 drawers in here. That should be sufficient space for whatever they might want to put in there. This we gotta trim this guy down because when it heated up in here, we turned up the heat. This right there expanded, so we do got to do that. We got to maybe paint the inside. I do not know yet. We're gonna figure that out. We got to get the plumbing done too, right up underneath there. So we'll get to that. But other than that, guys, this is looking like really cool. There's everything. There's your rundown. If you guys remember, this was not there when we started this, which is it's looking good. It's looking good. When we first started, there was a hole in the floor. This is bad. This is bad. This is looking great, guys. This is looking great. So anyways, we're done for this video. Next video, we're going to get onto the trim. We're going to get on to making the crown molding up top. And then we're going to get on to the rest of the backsplash. And then after that, we're pretty much running to a stop in this kitchen, guys. So it's going to look really cool. Then we'll move on to the next room. So stay up to date. Like, subscribe, do your thing, and we'll go from there.